So you're telling me that I could quit this job and I could go live on a yacht and get paid a bunch of money? I'm in.
More than what you make at this job.
What's the catch?
There is really no catch, and I strongly encourage you to, like, I can't do this, but you can because you don't have a family. Like I
have a wife and I have a dog.
Well, yeah, but get rid of the dog and
I'm not getting rid of my dog.
Take your wife and go.
You're so offensive to people that are dog owners.
They're just
us parents are very offended by your comments.
By the way,
we love our animals.
What did you do for your wife for Mother's Day with the dog?
I sent her a text.
Even though there's okay, good. I'm glad you didn't make a big deal out of it.
Well, I mean, yeah, I think she wanted me to. There was a little
but there's Pet Owners Day. There's a Pet Owners Day.
Yeah.
Do it on that
I
day.
sent her a text. I was out with a buddy, so I sent her a text. I called my mom. I don't know. I don't do anything for Mother's Day outside of call your mom.
Yeah. Do you do a card?
No. Oh, my mom. Yeah.
Yeah.
You do that for your mom. You don't do that for your wife.
You do if they're a mother of your child.
I don't think so. Yeah. That's your kid's job.
Yeah, but
you could do it in your kid's name until they get old enough.
Yeah, that's what you.
But I know everybody probably disagrees with me. But I'm like, Mother's Day is meant for your mother, and if she's not here anymore, then somebody else you consider a mother.
There's a concierge service in London. Now they're going to pay you, but they're going to pay you like you're not going to get a salary. You're going to get per yacht that you stay on, so you can make up to $65,000 a year because they're going to pay you $1,300 per review of a yacht that you do, that you would live aboard for a week to make sure it meets their standards in listing it on their site for sale.
This is what
so
I
not only would you be living on a yacht, you would be traveling to all these different places. Now, It doesn't say whether or not they would help pay for your travel. So that could be kind of expensive.
No, they're paying for your travel. This is a job. When's the last time that you worked somewhere and they wanted you to go somewhere and they didn't pay for it?
You work on a pro rata self-employed basis.
Almost like you're a contractor?
Yeah.
Like they're subcontracting your services?
So, but I mean,
I work that in.
There'd be a way to get creative with, like if you're going to remote places or something.
If you're going to Monte Carlo from here, it's going to be very expensive.
Yeah, exactly.
It's going to be over $1,000 each way, even if you got like the best deal you can through a travel agent. And so, $2,000.
But I guess you could get the right credit card, mileage plan it up, and all that stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
You'd be a big fan.
Help.
You'd be a big fan of the points.
But you get to live on a super yacht for a week, and then you get to use it.
All you have to do is you have to spend a week on the boat, and you have to test like all the plug sockets, the doors, the bed, the shower, the taps, make sure everything is.
I could do that in a day,
up to the standards. And then you have to write up a review. That's the part I would worry about with you, writing up a review part of it. But you write up a review.
Why would you be worried about me writing a review?
Send it to the people because you would just put it off until the last hour, and then
That's fine. I would. You're right.
Come up with a form or something. It's called Hush Hush.
You would want to because you want that week experience, and then after you've been on it for a week, that's when you would want to write your review.
Right. So you get paid $1,300 per review, and it says no previous yacht experience is required.
I disagree. That's crazy. I mean, if you're paying somebody to review yachts, don't you want them to know something about yachts?
No, you're just going there to you're basically becoming a home inspector for yachts, essentially. You go, you have a form that you're like, okay, does this work? Does this work? Does this work? Does this work? Yes, 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 yes. It's got nice amenities. Yes. Okay. Here's the boat. Here's what I recommend. Okay. I recommend you guys sell it based on the fact that it meets all your criteria.
All right. Sounds like a pretty cool job.
I Ubered a guy the other day. His job was to drive RVs across the country. He was from Missouri, and I picked him up at that. I forget the name of it. Was it Pacific Coast RV?
Yeah, I remember when I was younger at the car dealership, my folks. They would have these guys that would just run cars across the state or up, in California, you'd run them down south. They're usually retired guys.
Yeah, this guy was retired Navy, and he has a home in Missouri, and at his home in Missouri,
Why don't you say Missouri like everybody else on the West Coast?
In Missouri?
Yeah, in Missouri. Yeah, but now you're faking it.
Why don't you just call it San Luis?
You're selling something that's not true.
Why don't you just call it San Luis Obispo?
Because I live in San Luis Obispo.
That's the rest of the country.
But if you live somewhere, you call it by what it's called.
Do you get mad at people when they call it San Luis Obispo?
No, listen. They don't. listen, it's pronounced Missouri, okay? Now, they say Missouri because they talk funny.
Okay. I'm going to respect the native tongue of the language.
I think it sounds funny. Like, when you talk to a French person, are you going to try to use a French accent? It's
Alex
like their
Trebek
accent.
He does. Watch an episode of Jeopardy.
I mean,
You'll know.
it's like you're mocking them or something.
I'm not. I'm saying he lives in Missouri.
If you talk to somebody from Texas, are you going to start saying, hey, y'all have a good time? You start talking like this? No, because they're going to deck you because they think you're making fun of them.
I was taking him to the train station.
Okay.
And I said,
have fun back to Missouri.
eat some crawdad and some cavefish.
Well, you got the bon tons right there.
I was giving a ride to the train station, and he was taking a train down to Los Angeles to pick up an RV and drive it to Chicago, and where there was one waiting for him there, and he had no idea where that RV was going the next. And I was like, man, that sounds like kind of a fun job. You have no idea. It's like life is a choose your adventure book.
So you don't know until you get there. And they're like, oh, by the way, you're going to go to Canada.
Yeah. I was thinking, man, I need to sign up for that job. And then it clicked in the back of my mind. Oh, you have a family. There's no way you could do that job. I was like, oh, yeah. All right. That's cool. But
well, it probably doesn't pay that much.
It doesn't, but it'd be a fun job.
It'd be a great way to see the country.
Yeah. That's what I said. I said, he said, because he was Navy, retired Navy. He goes, yeah, I spent my deployment seeing other countries, and I'm spending my retirement seeing this country.
And you got an RV, so you get to go to RV parks.
Yeah.
But they probably don't want you using the toilet and stuff because it's probably brand new. But
whatever. I don't use the toilet in an RV anyways. I would never use the toilet in an RV. Why?
Because it's there. It's luxury. It's not even the fact that it's super nice. It's just the fact that you don't have to go to a public restroom. You have a restroom right there.
Understandable. Okay, that's understandable. But also, you're blowing up the whole cabin when you use the bathroom.
No, you got to use the fan. See, you're not an RV guy. There's a fan that it sucks the air out above the toilet.
Remember, I lived in one for 4 months, dude.
You did?
Yes.
Oh, you lived in you
fifth
did.
wheel.
You lived in what, a 30-foot fifth wheel, which is the smallest fifth wheel.
Yeah, right, exactly.
And
we had one rule.
Yeah, you had a bathroom right next door.
If it's yellow, you can
flush it.
You can do it. You can do it.
No number twos.
No number twos.
Whose rule was that?
That was my rule.
No, it wasn't.
Yes,
that was your wife's rule.
No, that was my rule. Because I don't want the paint coming off the walls in the.
You told your wife she can't poop in the RV when you were staying there?
Yes. Everybody knew that they couldn't poop. Even my daughter. She was like, my son was in diapers.
When no one's around, did you ever poop in it?
God, no.
Not even when nobody was around?
No.
See, I would have.
That's terrible. Why?
Because it's right there. I don't want to get out and go outside.
The only reason why I wanted to
go into the garage,
poop in the RV, was because I wanted to see what the toilet paper was all about. Because you have to buy that special formulated.
Oh, so you did poop in the RV?
Formulated. No, I didn't. I never got to experience
it's the real thin paper so it doesn't clog the pipes.
See, well, good. Then I'm glad. I like thick
It's
paper.
like one ply.
Oh.
So,
no.
Was this RV that you were staying in, was it hooked to
yes.
a dump?
Yes.
Okay. So it's not like you had to pump it out and take it somewhere.
Just pull a lever. Pull a lever.
My folks lived in their RV for a year.
Then do the gray water.
And for 6 months of that year, they stayed at my aunt's house, and Jay didn't have any dumps. So my stepdad had to buy a container, and he ran a hose in it, and he filled it full, and then he wheeled it out to his car, put it in the trunk, and then take it somewhere.
No.
Yeah. Can you believe that? Yeah. I took when I was visiting him, I took lots of dumps in there. Like, yeah, haul my poop, Dad.
No,
get out of here.
No. That's worse than like transferring medical organs.
Yes, but I have a whole new respect for him right then, and I'm like, I don't know a lot of people that would do this. This is pretty cool. I was like, I have a lot of respect for you because you're hauling my crap. So nice work. You're hauling all of our crap. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. It takes a certain kind of person to really RV it up.
That's really
not meant for everybody.
I couldn't do it. I would just dig a big hole. And put that hose directly in that big hole and be like, that's what we're doing. Sorry.
That is actually really two cool jobs. I saw another cool job where Natty Light is wanting you just to be their representative and go to bars.
I back up on my choice. I say that super yacht would be the one I want to do. I think I'd want to do RV transporter, actually. Only because super yacht guy, staying on super yacht for a week to make sure everything's working fine, that could get old quick. You're not seeing new things. And you're only getting paid $1,300 a week. You can't live the lifestyle of super yacht guy on $1,300 a week.
Yeah, because you're always in an exotic place with, it's probably expensive to go out.
Yeah.
You're going to want to go out and meet people.
So you're going to be stuck to this boat, like sitting on this boat and being like, hey, how's it going? Hi, how's it going? Like you could go into a bar.
I'd do it for, if you didn't have to do it for a year, like if you could do it for like 3 to 6 months.
Yeah, you have to do it for a year.
I'd be in.
You have to do it for a year, but for what this guy's asking for. Whereas RV, there are some places where whatever this RV salary is, you pull into and you're like rock star status. There's some places, towns, cost of living, like, you go rolling up into some place in Nebraska and they're like, whoa, look at you.
Ooh, look at that bounder he's got there. That's pretty cool. Hadn't seen one of them holiday ramblers in a while. Whatever.
I'm moving a south wind through the Midwest. And I'm telling you right now, I'm going to live life large.
Do you like the Natty Light?
I don't mind it.
It's supposed to be real popular with the kids, right?
I don't mind it.
I think that's the beer of choice at Pauley. Well, Natty Light, or Natural Light, as it's known to adults, is looking for a well-rounded, fun human being who knows how to get things done. You'll be a brand manager, and you'll earn $40 an hour, and you're expected to, go to the brewery, run social media accounts, like probably Instagram. Right?
Go to the brewery. So you have to work in St. Louis?
Well, no, you're going to go to the brewery and you're going to do social media stuff. So you're going to do some Instagram posts, some stories.
Do you have to go to the brewery to do that?
Well, that's part of it.
Can't you just run the brewery's social media account from, like, say, San Luis Obispo?
You probably could, but, I'm sure they're going to want you to do something at the brewery. But that's not the job. The job is really getting out on the road and being a brand ambassador.
How can I do that if I have to go to the brewery all the time?
Well, it's just one trip to the brewery and then you move on.
Okay.
It's a month-to-month gig. I'm sorry, no, it's a 2-month gig. It's a 2-month gig. It's $40 an hour.
Summer job, then.
And, yeah. And, you don't have to have great grades. According to this post, they say, having good grades never hurts anybody. And there's a recruitment video. Oh, God, do we even dare? Check out the recruitment video. Here we go. All right.
And then I was like, that's not a lobster. Hey, I'm Leon, brand manager of Natural Light Beer. You may remember us as the guys who helped pay.
Okay, this is like the frat guy, but the fat frat guy. You always see the frat guys that are working out, then you see the fat ones.
Well, he's the brand manager.
This guy looks like a fat frat guy.
It just said that he just said he was the brand manager.
Yeah, but this is what they're looking for to fill, is you're going to be their brand manager. Or their brand, whatever.
He just specialist. Rewind it. He said he's the brand manager.
Yeah, he is the brand
manager.
He's
going to go overseeing other brand managers?
Yes, he's the brand manager of, just let's listen.
Paid down your student loans, created Natter Days, you're welcome, and buried your friend Zach on Twitter.
See?
Boom. Roasted.
Okay, see how dorky that is?
Here at Natty Light, we do things a little differently. While some people print their resumes on paper, we put ours on a race car.
Because we're redneck.
That's why today we're excited to announce the first ever national search for the Natty Light Summer Intern. Now, when typical brands look for interns, they look for stuff like a ton of work experience, 4.0 GPA, and amazing references. Maybe they want you to have made the dean's list. Maybe you need to know how to use a protractor. But here at Natty, we believe greatness is more.
This guy's got huge man boobs, by the way.
Than just a piece.
He drinks Natty Light all day.
I don't need a reference from your aunt just because she has a different last name than you. How do you even spell protractor? And who the f*** is Dean anyway?
Okay.
See, he's a cool guy.
Was that beeped or did that?
It was beeped.
Okay.
It was beeped.
Ooh, he said it so fast I wasn't sure. I was like, that's not going to be good.
Yeah. So,
it's just stuff.
I get it. I get what I pick up what he's throwing down. He's looking for the popular guy on campus that does not do well academically, but does well socially.
Yes.
That's who they're looking for.
Yes, and because you're going to be running their social media campaign, naturallight.com.
You need to be an influencer. Wouldn't this job been perfect for Nick, our friend Nick?
Yeah, your buddy Nick, this was meant for him. I mean,
he's made his hay in life doing jobs like this.
Yeah, this is what he does.
I mean, this is the cool thing. So, that's good. That's when we refer to our friend Nick, by the way, he is a guy that was in the movie 10 Things I Hate About You, and his credits are He's not in the TV edited version. He's only in the DVD copy. And his claim to fame, well, some of the TV edits he makes it into. His claim to fame in this, it's a weird scene that was totally thrown in there and makes no sense to the continuity of the script. But he was the drugged out loser. That's what it says in the credits.
Yeah.
Drugged out
Every
loser.
high school has one.
Okay.
Or several.
Okay, he was drugged out loser.
Yeah. And that's what his role
And
was.
his line was like, oh, man, I've never been that ripped.
So you could be the drunk loser, but it could pay off $40 an hour to go to bars and pitch Natty
Who knows?
Light.
You might even be able to take that drunk loser's job from him as brand manager of Natty Light.
Subscribe to the Jeff and Jeremy podcast now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google, and YouTube. It's your Central Coast commute-friendly podcast.